And welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condray.
I am Ryan, the Benchmonster Kennelly.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate having everybody.
We appreciate the Benchmonster family.
We do. I hope everybody's having a great week. We've had a pretty decent week.
Have we?
It's been all right.
Okay. Hey, you going to tell everybody what you're doing at the gym this evening real quick?
Why?
Well, I thought you were going to tell the audience what was happening at the gym.
What do you mean? Why would it...
With your stomach problems. Or is that later in the show?
Why would we start the show talking about that?
I thought it was funny. Hey, I got a question.
Fantastic.
Hey, because nobody's really listening yet. I have a question. I was folding laundry the other day. We talk about many things on here. Sometimes
Am I gonna be embarrassed?
No. I'm curious because I brought down some of these. These are my underwear. Where we get these at?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Probably.
Aren't we rich enough to afford some nicer underwear for me?
They're jockey.
Yeah, but I like Macy's underwear, like Calvin Klein. Hey, anyway, how many people, a lot of guys on the show, right? I want to know how many people actually use this little trap door thing here. It's a good question to ask. It's been in there forever. And, you know, you go to the bathroom, you go pee.
Yeah, it airs it out.
No.
You guys don't wipe it off.
No, I'm just saying.
So your underwear.
When you go pee, do you pull it down, or does anybody use the trap door method?
I would.
You don't wear these underwear.
Being why I said I would, not I do.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? The little trap door in front. I'm just curious if anybody. It's a good question to ask. Are people use the
Nobody's
hole?
answering you.
Well,
Sorry.
there's nobody here. See? Well,
The trap door is for the smelling salts. Oh, that's a good use.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, well, see, I learn something new every day. Thank you, Jerry. Cool. Let's move on to some videos. You got a couple squat and deadlift videos to start out with before we get this show rocking.
Might as well.
Okay, now the video quality is a little weird tonight. I don't know what your phone's...
I don't know what's going on.
I
deleted this. I haven't been having videos because my storage is full, and I finally took the time to delete some.
Yeah, but
it's still telling me, and I deleted out of the deleted file. So I
know, but you got an iPhone XR, and when you shoot video, it's usually the format's usually .mov.
I don't understand.
Which is Apple.
I didn't purposely
Yours is
do anything, and it also didn't want to send to you either.
Yeah, we got to figure it out because it's coming in like .3G something now, and I don't know what's going on.
So I couldn't send all the videos.
Well, let's look at your squat here. Walk us through the squat here. If it plays. Oh, it's gonna play.
I don't know. I was having everything, like the weight felt good and stuff. You're right. Why is it so blurry? That's
the quality
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have a brand new iPhone.
I don't know why it's doing it.
I don't know.
But regardless of the fact.
Anyways, this is a volume. I've been doing a lot of volume. Back is doing a little bit better. Still staying in the 60 to 75% range of my 1 rep max, and just lots of volume. Tonight was 4 sets of 8 and then an M-rep. I did 13 reps. But anyways, what I was going to say was that from the very start, my stomach was giving me really bad problems.
I'll agree with that.
I know. The weight felt really easy, but I felt like I had to focus more on not farting every rep. I don't know what's going on.
I usually don't complain, but
yeah, you do. If I even let one little fart, you can rip ass in my face when you hand off for the bench.
It's not polite to do it. If you invite me over to spot you in the squat and you're busting ass and I'm right behind you spotting, that's not nice. Okay.
I told you, the focus point tonight was to not fart. I was doing the best I can. Was I successful every rep? No.
No, you were not. Okay, deadlift. What are we doing here at Miss Ashley?
We're lots of volume. I've been doing saying in that probably 340 to 360 range as far as the weight, and doing 10 triples. So just lots of volume.
And that's how the programming is going thus far.
Just to kind of because of my back. Yeah, I would be doing he would be having me do way higher intensity if my back was feeling a lot better. If it was completely at 100%.
Right.
It's getting better.
If you had to gauge your back right now, what is it at?
I don't know. God, why is that so blurry?
We got to fix your phone.
It's just really tight. It's not super, super painful. It's just very tight and poppy. And I'm very aware that it's not quite right. The lower back.
Okay. Well, Are you doing reverse hypers? Any
Oh,
type of
lots. I do
okay.
that 2 or 3 times a week.
Icing?
But the weight's feeling good.
Inversion
Like,
table?
nothing crazy, but like I said, lots of volume. Tonight was 4 sets at 8 and an AMRAP at 13.
Right.
13 reps. And then the deadlift, like I said, I've been doing a lot of either 10 triples or 5 sets of 5.
What about bench videos? Do you have any of those?
I do, but
Okay,
it didn't.
well-
I tried to send one and it didn't send.
Well, we need to operate on your phone. Hey,
I had to send those like 4 times to get even one to come in.
okay, I don't know what's
Because
going
how
on.
many did you get? Did you get 4 or
Let-
5?
I got 4 or 5. We just go
Oh,
out.
you did?
Hey, let's go out and get
'Cause
some
I had to
iPhone
send it
12s
a
tomorrow.
bunch.
Let's just like get with the program and like get with like the
I-
current
No,
technology.
because I can't even handle this one. I don't understand.
Well, that's outdated. Hey, let's move into some lifter videos. I get some of these from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I also get them emailed to me, and we got quite a few. This crossed my path. I saw Mr. Kirill, the Russian bench phenom. He was doing some curls with 291 pounds. Probably you've seen this on the internet. Maybe you haven't. I thought it was cool. This guy's 6'8", over 350 pounds, and the boy can curl. The boy can bench. He actually deadlifts and squats and ass
Does
load, too.
he?
Sure.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He's the real deal. I don't know why he fell off the scene. The word on the street is that he got a movie gig or was doing commercials. Probably more money in that than bench pressing, but I don't know.
Definitely. And
Okay.
I mean, you can always bench press, but if you're getting movie deals, you focus on that while it's hot. And
That's
then
what I
you
heard.
can
I don't
bench
know if it's
anytime.
true. I got a cheat sheet over
Okay.
here. I got all kinds of stuff to go over here. Who's
Okay.
next? Oh, Bruce Mason, a Benchmonster TV family member.
Yes.
He's doing some floor pressing here with the custom F8 Widowmaker by Pharrell. And I thought this was cool because this is an overlooked exercise. I know Jimmy Kolb spoke highly about it. Are you checking it out online or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and watch Bruce Mason here. Floor pressing.
Let's
I
see
have
what's
yet-
up, Bruce.
I have yet to do these. I definitely want to incorporate them. I love floor pressing, but I've never done it with a slingshot apparatus. So it's going to be something we add as a, I don't know, maybe a main movement, depending on the grip. Obviously, you're using a competition grip, it'd be the main movement of the day. It'd be a modified floor press. So that's going to be kind of cool. James Leach. I know you're out there listening. You were the first one to say, let's get it on in the chat box. He sent me a video. Thank you, sir. And we're going to showcase that. He's doing 350 pounds for 12 reps in a Dark Side Nemesis band slingshot. I don't know I guess you can't call it slingshot. Is that trademarked? Anyway,
Well, yeah.
Band
that's
Mark Bell's.
is
Okay,
the
well,
slingshot.
yeah, well, this is a pretty good PR. I included the audio here. I like that slingshot. I call it the Bumblebee because of the color. Getting a lot of pop out of it. And PRs in the gym, they come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. And James here is establishing one of those PRs today. And hats off to you, James. Way to kick some ass. And he stands up and lets the world know in a minute. James, you have to let us know what shirt you're going to wear in the contest. Wearing a band shirt or, definitely like to know what you're doing, man.
New PR. New PR. Big benches, baby.
That's right, sir. Okay. Oh, a new member to the Benchmonster crew. I saw, Pete Santee?
Yeah.
Yeah. He reached out to me and wanted to know what it takes to be on the Benchmonster crew. And I said, well,
He's not from here, is he?
He's not from here. He lives in Seattle, but you know what? You can still be part of the crew, man. And he was posting some videos, and he was doing a lot of reps. 395 on the bench here for 21 reps.
Wow.
And let's go ahead and give a shout out to Pete here, and he's cracking these out. Impeccable form. Head back. Strong base. This guy is a benching machine. Now he's set the bar pretty high for me, and I'm going to have to do 400 for 21 reps. And I don't know if I can do that just yet. Making it look effortless. Pete's a 600-pound bencher, 275.
He's really
Raw,
strong.
yeah.
I remember
So I think he did 611 at the
Bench of Gods.
Bench of Gods, yeah. Nice lifting there, Pete. No question on the lockout either. Great reps, man. Let's move on down the line.
He's
Huh?
so strong.
Strong kid, yeah. Would love to have him here, but obviously, we can't have everybody in one gym across this world. But you know what? He's
Would he be willing to come down every now and then?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
Weekend
I'll cover his gas money to have him come down. Especially when we're all getting ready for a meet, somewhere down the road.
Cool.
Maybe the APF meet in July. July, the weekend after 4th of July. Maybe we'll see.
Sure.
We'll check it out. Thomas T.D. Davis. Do I have any literature on him? I do not. Thomas T.D. Davis here. I saw him. He deadlifted 800 for a couple reps.
Ooh.
Great bench presser, great squatter, all around 3 lift. Yeah, and a super nice guy. Sorry for the video quality. But let me tell you, that's 800 on the bar and there's no straps. And that man is pulling that up. Makes it look easy. He's the next guy that's going to encroach on 800-pound bench, He's already 720, 30, somewhere in there already. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, given time, he stays injury-free. He's a young man, too. And very impressive. Let's move on. Whew, a lot to cover. Sorry. Don't check your watch. It's early in the show, Screw.
Oh, well, I got a message that I have to
We need to
my attestation for school tomorrow.
Okay, this is Benchmonster TV time.
Skip it.
Okay. Derek Kaiser sent me some videos here. He's got a couple of them.
Benchmonster TV family member.
Let's check out. It's I just write down little bits of what the video is about. It's 550. Let's check it out. Okay, it's a slingshot with a bench block. Derek's a strong man. He's going to the IPA Worlds Tiny Meekers contest down there, I believe, soon. Made that look effortless.
They did.
Then I got him here doing 500. I think we're going full range here. No, we got the bench block on there. Strong kid, man. I wish he was here so we could train, man. Run him through my regimen. Not a problem there. Strong triceps. Nice crisp lockout, too. If I had to judge, man, 500 would be a nice opener right there. Easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of 500, my teammate Ryan Hines, he decided this past Tuesday that he was going to try 500 again. Wasn't in the training regiment for the night, but you know what? If it's in the cards and he feels like he's got it, we might as well just shoot for it. So I'm still not totally wanting to let go of the bar. I want to stay real close. I don't want this man to get injured because he's came a long way in a short amount of time. So I want to be there if anything goes cahoots. So I'm close to the bar. I'm not pulling up on the bar, but I don't want something to happen. And he's getting better. It looks a lot better than his first one. And that's 500 pounds. He weighs 271, I believe, body weight. So give him time. Like I said, Ryan Hines went from 375 bench to 500 in 8 weeks. That's crazy. So what else we got here? Whoa, Wes McCormick. Former West Side lifter. We met him. We hung out with him last year at this time.
I know.
In Ohio.
Should have been at the Arnold.
When the Arnold was running.
So
yeah, very depressing this past week. Wes got a hold of me and he asked me about reverse band pressing and whether to do it with a shirt. And absolutely. I know, Tiny Meeker does a lot of those. And I've told this story time and time again, but reverse band press is how I first handled 1,000 pounds.
Did you do it?
And I had a denim shirt on, and I had a 2-board, and I was using the 100-pound bands choked at a 7-foot power rack. And I took out 1,000, and I was able to bring it down to a 2-board and press it out, and my vision blurred, and it was a great day. Wes McCormick, I believe he said he's weighing 179, 178. Oh. And he's got 800 on the bar here. He's going to a 2-board, got his shirt on. This is a great way to overload and work the lockout, obviously. Control the weight. Nice lockout, no question. We'll have Wes on the show. I know he's going to be doing a meet April 24th. I don't know where that will be, but
it'd be cool to have him on.
He said he wanted to come up on the show
doing and stuff.
After that, so it'll be the week after. We'll hopefully have Wes on.
Cool and talk about how he did.
And speaking of Tiny Meeker's meat, Scott Mendelson was throwing up some weight recently. Oh, yeah.
Have a video?
I got a video. Mendelson here's, what's he doing? 11:15. and handling it with ease. I mean, I was impressed here. Let's check Mindy out here doing 11:15. You guys probably already seen this, but you know what? It's worth playing again. Nice smooth handout at lock. Look at Mendelson building that band shirt. He's learning that shirt, and he's only been in it probably as long as I have, 6 months, and he's adapted well. Good to see Mendelson under that weight again, man. It's just like old times, back in the day.
Yeah.
And that day was a long time ago when I'm talking.
cool.
Yeah. Where are we at now? Ashley, do you have anything to say before we move into speed bench and maximum effort workouts for this week?
Like what?
Anything at all? When's the Arnold?
I feel like you're setting me up like I'm supposed to say
No.
something.
This is like a little intermission. When is the Arnold?
Why would you say that? We keep talking about on the show how we have no idea. Why would you ask that as if you didn't know?
I figured you might know something.
Jeez.
You don't know anything?
Haven't we talked about like the last 3 or 4 shows? Didn't we just get done talking about how we were depressed because it should be happening and it's not?
Yes.
There's no date. Nothing's been announced.
Well, I heard it's going to be in the fall. Is that true? And somebody said Florida.
We just talked to Meeker last week, and he said he hadn't heard anything about any expos happening. But if it did, it would be like in fall, and it would be in Florida. But he didn't seem to really, be very optimistic that it was going to
Dude, I
happen.
used to live in Florida. I really don't want to go to Florida. I want to go to Ohio.
We'd at least have a place to stay, but...
Yeah, it's traditional to be.
I know.
You be in,
That's
in
half
Ohio.
the reason I want to go is to go see West Side.
West Side, Matt Winning.
Kind of the part, West Side and all the cool lifters that are that live, in that area and that are like guaranteed to be there, and it just sucks. I want to go to West Side, and I want to go to Matt Winning's gym, and I wanted to go see Dave Tate, and I wanted to go.
Pacifico's gym too is out there, and Jimmy's back lifting.
There's
so
tons.
Yeah, well,
tons of cool gyms.
Well, we'll see what happens. Hey,
hoping to hit more this year because we only hit West Side last year, and I wanted to go also see Matt Winning.
Matt Winning, yeah. Well,
we just didn't have enough time last time to.
No, time went pretty quick. We were there for 5 days.
So fast.
We were at West Side morning and evening half the time. They were there too.
We were. We got to spend a lot of time at West Side.
A lot of time at West Side. Well, let's move into my workouts of the week, and they're condensed versions. I don't think we have to watch 25 minutes of speed bench workout anymore. No. I've really shortened it down to 1 grip, 2 grip, 3 grip, and we move on. And I cut some of the assistance workout too, so it's fun. Okay, where are we at? Okay, well, we're speed benching. That's where we're at. As we can see this week, we're using the Duffalo bar. It's a specialty bar. So we are using 40% of our 1 rep maximum with double mini bands. And that Duffalo bar has a serious deficit in it. It's not everybody's favorite bar, so that's why we used it.
I used the Duffalo too. I'm on the other side using the Duffalo.
Prototyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're using the Big Daddy here.
You guys got to it first.
So our plan was today is to do a slower eccentric phase and explode. Now, Jacob here is not firing because he's still nursing a AC joint issue. But Tank Abbott here is going to show you some speed and explosive power. Oh, I'm sorry, Benchmonster. As you can see, we have the dark side cuffs. Highly recommend picking those up. I can't touch right there. I'm a little tight. That first grip's a bitch.
When are you going to get me a pair of those?
I just got to measure your arm and use the Benchmonster code, and we'll get some cuffs.
Yeah.
I love those things. Basically, we have 3 grips, obviously. We're controlling the weight down, exploding up. And obviously, as we move the grip out, we add weight, usually 20 pounds each increment as we move out. This kid here in the white t-shirt, his name is Brandon Allen. He's joined the team. He's been with us probably 8 weeks now, 6, 7 weeks. His bench press has gone up 25 pounds. Works hard, shows up on time, doesn't complain. We like people like that. Helps out, loads weights, all those great things. I think Jacob Oram here, who's benching, he's doing a USPA contest in Kalispell, Montana in what?
My dad.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
There's Ashley's dad in the background.
Yep.
And believe me, we are moving back to back. We are moving kind of fast. This bar can be a little intimidating. I really didn't want to come down eccentrically really fast, and because it's kind of an abnormal starting point, you know, it's a few inches below, so you know we got to be careful. We don't use this bar very often, so we use the prototype, which is Chris Stuffin's practice bar he used to make the actual Duffalo bar, and it has about a 1 1/4 deficit. This is 2 1/8, I believe. And this is the bar we will be using tomorrow, except we will be using chains and 50%. And believe me, I don't think I got every set and rep with every grip, because I don't want to keep people fall asleep when they see too much speed bench. I would. But this gives me a chance, too, to oversee some technical issues. And I saw some horrible things on Max Effort Day, which we will see next, and that we will explain in detail.
Yeah, throw people under the bus. That sounds nice.
No, but we got to get better. I mean, I'm not throwing people under the bus. I have to
tell them in the privacy of practice.
I told them in the privacy of practice, but I want people to be aware with what they see is not the correct technique to use with the specific apparatus that we'll be using, which is the band shirt.
Eat shit.
Don't cuss on Benchmonster TV. Okay. I know
what I want.
Everybody's got the cuffs on. Maybe Mark Bell's, or I like Dark Sides myself. They have become one with my arms. People think when I did my 225 for reps, I had them over my elbows, which isn't true. And I think I had one hater on there telling me, oh yeah, one Greg Dominguez said I wasn't locking them out. Hey,
on here?
No, on Facebook. I didn't say I was locking them out. I'm not.
Do
you always have one guy
that's
got to get off my cloud. You know, don't bring out the obvious. Just tap me in the back and go about your way. Okay, are we about done? I think we're on the last grip. This band tension, of course, is 75 pounds at the top. The Duffalo bar weighs what, 67? 67 pounds, according to Mike Lupacek, who manufactured them at one time with Chris Stuffin in Portland, Oregon. And he said it's 67 pounds.
All right.
So that's what it is.
Okay. Didn't know that. It is a little bit. It looks bigger.
It's a little heavier.
Now that you mention it, I usually use a prototype.
And we should be done here pretty quickly, because the next exercise we do is a 225 for reps.
I was gonna say, do you have that on here?
That's on here. We usually do dumbbells. We usually do incline, decline. But once in a while we flip the switch and like a little 225 till failure. Not going to kill you.
We kind of were worried about you for a second, though.
Well, it almost killed me. That's a different story. Because after I did 225 for 50 reps, I didn't know if I was going to live or die. I was having a hard time breathing.
Worried about you.
I was panic breathing. I had to control my breathing. I had to step outside. But that happens once in a while when you push your body that hard. Probably some more GPP work would be good. Notice the handoff guy is telling me to push in a straight line. He's holding his hands out because I was shoving the bar back. That's why you need handoff partners, and training partners are so important. When they see these technical errors, they correct you on the spot. And he knows me pretty well. He knows when I'm not squeezing the bar. He knows when my feet aren't engaged, and that's very important to have. Yes, I've been doing this for 30 years, but I make little mistakes. All right, 225 for how many? That's the question.
4, 5,
Jacob Low around here does 20,
7,
I don't know, I didn't count.
9, 10,
Breathe.
11, 12,
When he first
13,
went, I thought he did 29 last time he did.
16, 17, 18, let's go. 19, come on.
He did a
20,
clicking
you got
and
5 more,
popping
come on.
thing.
21,
He
22.
wants to go to the meat, so we don't want to destroy him. So he's still opted to play the game here, regardless of what he does.
I'll go.
Now, I think I sit down to play. We've all seen this because I posted it online. I thought it was cool. No, because I did 39 like 5 weeks ago. And I thought, well, you know what? I want to beat 39.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48,
Come on!
49, 50! Oh my God!
All right. Somebody get him some Skittles. This is a test, not a physical ability.
I'm having a panic attack right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm done with this.
I left the audio on too.
I remember at the Arnold.
It doesn't
they
look
had
like
to
I'm
do
dying,
like
but I
hours
soon-
for reps.
The after effects
Sometimes
sets
like,
in.
I'm bored.
This is Cody Windsor here. He's going to come in and try to
Can I
do.
be done now?
He's a trainer at the gym, and he thought he was going to beat my 50. What they said.
Yeah, I fucking hurt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I think
6, 7, 8,
I'm taking off all my clothes, my cuffs, and I'm like panicking. I need to bring my oxygen tank.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
I feel like someday it's
19, let's go. 20,
like all fucking cells.
21, 22, you can beat. Okay, come on.
See, my problem is
What do you
all
want?
leverage and shit.
Come on.
You touched it!
Yeah, pull that up.
Let's go!
Yeah, we don't mind if you hop in there. Okay, this is like
You just
this is
got,
like
like,
15 minutes later. It took me to recover from that. I'm embarrassed to say. That really kicked my ass, but you know what? It was enjoyable.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27,
I'll
28,
have to admit his lockout is better than
29,
mine. 30. Dig it out.
30.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
That's hard.
Um,
Oh.
I don't know why he's going close grip. Oh, no.
These are JM.
These are JM presses. I'm sorry. Boy, did I drop the ball there.
I started to count as if you.
Yeah, that's not 225.
I know. I like wait. He's doing it with 130, and then
Now,
I slowly got there.
JM presses are kind of hard to teach, and there's like 75 million ways to do them. So I just kind of let I show them once, and if they get the gist of it, basically it's all the same song and dance. And however you do them, just as long as you do them. It's an extension and a press combined together, but sometimes it turns into a close grip chin press. So you actually want to roll it back. There, that's a little better. That's kind of an extension. Hey, as long as you do them. After we speed bench and after we do whatever the exercise is after, we always do a lot of tricep work. Usually a barbell, an easy curl, and then some type of dumbbell, band push down, different angles, different types of volume. Always short rest periods, though. These are always back to back, which add an interesting twist. I don't know how many reps and sets I show here. I love bench training.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Speed bench is kind of fun. There's trade-offs to this, to having speed and explosive power. And, of course, building triceps, which is 75% of your bench press. It's the main mover. So saith Louis Simmons, the great. All right, what are we doing now? I guess more. That's why there's veins sticking out of the back of my arm, because we're doing more tricep work. I'm kind of letting them roll back and letting that wrist break back a little bit. Puts a lot of strain right there on those elbow tendons, let me tell you. Right underneath that pointy witch's tit of an elbow I have. Yeah. And it was really warm in the gym that day, which is fine with me. Do you do jam presses, Ashley?
Yeah. I do.
Sets and reps on here are, as like I said, usually 6 sets of 10, 5 sets of 10. Where are we going now? Okay, we tried to do this with bands wrapped under the bench, but it really didn't work very well. So we decided to go in the cables, and basically it's a tape press of some sort, but we opted to do them in there. It was a little weird, but you know what? It worked. That might be all I have to show. I don't know what else we do. Usually a side delt and some type of shoulder movement after this also. Yeah, it takes a little brain power to figure this one out, to get these cables correct. Want to keep the elbows high, but I guess it all works either way. And that's all I have. There was more to that workout, of course, but I don't want to bore people. We got to move on. Nobody wants to sit here and watch that forever. Oh, max effort work. Now we got to talk about some max effort work. This was Tuesday.
That was just the speed.
Yeah, that was just the speed. Now we got max effort. Tuesday night, my center guy, Robert Gormas, I guess he couldn't make it in. My side guy, Larry Bush, couldn't make it in. They had some obligations that required them not to be at the gym, so that opted me out of a kind of a 3-man handoff situation. So I knew I was going to be roughing it. So I tried to do a 3-man handoff with some new guys, and I just didn't really want to play that game, so I just kind of did what I did. But let's move into max effort. We'll talk through it. All right, where are we at? Oh, okay, well, my plan was to put the shirt on. You know, I had a new shirt, but I didn't really get into it. So decided to play with some raw weight, I guess. That's 315. That's nothing new. Hines, everybody decided to play with a band shirt on this day. I got in the back of my truck, which is loaded with equipment, and I pulled out some old school, well, they're not old school, Rob Farrell shirts, and I brought them in, laid them on the ground, because Ryan Hines wanted to use one. That's Ryan Hines right there, and this new guy here, Dan Logman,
I haven't met him yet.
he showed up. He drives 45 minutes to come train with us, and he brought the intensity, he brought the attitude,
Nice.
and he's a good addition to our crew. This is the type of guy we're looking for.
Good.
Yeah. And strong guy. He's got a 500 single ply bench press, but he wanted to play in the band shirt too. This is 400 pounds. I wanted to go 400, 500, and you know, I was just gonna. I knew I was not gonna have a 3-man handoff, so I was just like, let's just see what weight feels like today. And I was like, oh, 400 feels good. I think Hines tried 500 raw again, and it didn't happen today. Sometimes it's there.
I thought you showed it.
That was the week before.
No, I thought you didn't try
This-
it. I
this-
thought he just did.
This
with the
was
band shirt.
well, that was before. Like that video was from like 2 weeks ago. So he puts on a band shirt tonight. 400 pounds there. 500. Now this is where we're like going to practice a 3-man with a new guy on in the middle. Well, it just didn't go well. And I'm like, if this is the way my handoffs are going to go, I better just bag it. Here's 500, and it just wobbly. It's weird, and I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna bench it anyway, And I'm just like, well, that decided my workout there. I was like, well, it's not gonna work. And then I was like, just give me 500. I don't need 3 people anymore. Just give me 500. And right there, Ryan Hines is telling me, squeeze the shoulder blade, squeeze the bar, engage the lats, get the feet. He's telling me all these things so I don't have to think them. I just do them. And I wanted to do some reps with that, but everybody wanted to get in this Farrell shirt here. And this is Ryan Hines' first attempt at it. This is a board press. This is 600 pounds to a 2 board. Never been in a band shirt in his life. Good control. Raised his head a little bit on that one. We'll talk about it later. The new guy, Dan here, wanted to try the band shirt too. He's a single ply Titan guy, so he's going to play with 600. The most weight he's had in his hands, he told me, was 523. So this is the first day to handle some weight, and he handles it like a champ. And he utilizes this band shirt like like fish takes to water, man. And really like the band shirt. I think I've changed the man. Ryan Hines here, 650. You know, you got to learn this shirt. It's a little different than benching normally. You got to kind of drive those elbows out in the 8-4 position. That looked good. I shouldn't have done the second rep, though, because he pushed it back, and I forced him to do a second one. That's why it looks so ugly. 650 for Dan here. We'll call him the new guy because it was his first workout. He's going to go to a 2-board. Little wobbly on that 3-man there, as you saw. That's never a good thing.
I wonder if they could hear that fart. Did the microphone pick that up?
Good press right there, too. 705 here. Now, watch his left elbow, how it tucks. That's not good. When he brought that down, he let that band shirt pull on that left elbow. And that's why it didn't go too well. Watch Brandon Allen, never been in a band shirt in his life, or a bench shirt, and he's got 545 on there, and he keeps his elbows posted out, and the result is in the video. He's going to a 1-board. This guy's got a max bench of 340. I mean, beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think he's hooked too. Everybody's hooked on the band shirts. Well, and then we're going to heavy dumbbells. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't do too much benching. I actually put on my shirt, did 705 to a 2-board, and that's all I did. Who wants to see that? Heavy dumbbells. That means we're on the college rack. The college rack has 110s to 150s on it. So I said everybody's got to be on that rack. I did my sets with 130. We're doing 3 sets of 10 here, basically. So I did 130 and 2 sets at 150. I think they need to invest in some 200s. Going to be producing some great bench pressers in this crew here. We got a lot of good talent. These guys show up and they want it. You don't see that a lot in people. This isn't training. This isn't a social gathering. This is like bloody nose, teeth gritting, purple face, the pain and suffering. But it's rewarding in the same breath. Hines there doing 130s, I believe. And then 150s for King Kong here. I like those 150s. Yeah, whatever. I could probably lock them out and throw them in the air and catch them if I wanted to, but not interested. All right. This breaks the eccentric concentric chain of the movement here, and it's basically a lockout. Sometimes done on the floor, but on the floor you can't use 45s because the starting position would be too high. So on here, it's basically starting at pretty close to your forehead. And, of course, we got 20 chain on there. That's 185 and 45 chain. So sets and reps here are 6 sets of 8 usually, something like that. Makes it a little hard when you got to come down and stop and start. The stretch reflex kind of goes away for a split second. That stored kinetic energy makes it a little rough. And it's a little rough on the elbows. Nothing I do is pleasurable. If it was easy, everybody would be benching 500 raw and 1,000. There'd be a 1,000-pound bencher at every street corner. Right, Ashley?
Yeah.
Just say yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sure would be.
This workout took a little longer, too, because everybody wanted to lift in the band shirt, which is fine. But we really didn't have... We got to our assistants' work pretty late. We do shoulder work, of course. That's a football bar. kind of a concentric movement per se, but works the triceps in the same movement. So it's good to have a good group of people that want to excel, that have a passion, and that's what I align myself with. Yeah, we give tryouts to regular people, but obviously they find the door pretty soon because we don't need them. You have to bring something to this crew. These were feeling pretty good. And I believe I cut it short after this, and I don't know. I think we did side delt raises or a few push downs till failure with a band attachment. I don't remember. Were you there, Ashley, that night? Tuesday night, your off night.
I was working. No, I trained at 6 in the morning on this day.
Oh, that's too early for me. Okay, well.
I finished my bench work from Monday night.
Yeah, we'll probably have to use some band or chain on that next time instead of straight weight. We'll figure it out. Well, Ashley, what's going on?
Nothing.
Well, I think it's your turn. I have nothing left. I have nothing left to offer except for, what about this? Benchmonster 10 promo code for Darkside Iron Gear. Get your cuffs at a discounted rate of 10% off when you mention the Benchmonster 10
I can't
promo
wait
code.
to get mine.
Yeah, if I can save you $1, you need to save $1. And a slingshot too. Order a slingshot while you're on there too. Or a shirt. Or some Surge wraps. I mean, hey, they got Darkside has quite a bit of stuff. DarksideGear.com. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. Well, that sounds like Smokey from Friday. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Well, I'll leave that on there for a minute. Oh, well, and then after that, of course, I got to post my email because I appreciate you guys sending me videos. And I will post them on the show and we will talk about them. And, like James Leach, thank you for the email today. I open up my Gmail account and I go, James Leach, who the hell is this guy? And then he said, I read your email and I'm like, oh, awesome deal, man. Put your video on the show. And of course, I have an email. If you don't know what it is, please send me videos and, we use them for content on here. Miss Ashley, are you looking at the chat box? When your eyes are down here at the corner, everybody knows what you're doing.
And your point?
Start reading the chat box questions,
I was waiting
please.
for you to stop talking, so I could.
Well, I'm done talking.
James
Well,
Leach,
not really
let's
done.
get it. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the video content.
Yeah, thank you.
Paul Loffer. Hey, guys. How's it going? It's going well, Paul.
It's going
Thank
well,
you.
Paul.
I'm glad you're joining us. Hope your week's been good. Jerry Cool. The trapdoor is for the smelling salts. I like that. Yes, I use that. CJ Morgani uses the trapdoor.
So I didn't know people do.
No,
It's
you
been
got a little bit of feedback there.
It's been in the underwear for I don't know, a million years, but since I was in 4th grade. So yeah, just wondering.
Airs it out if nothing else.
Well, it's hard. It takes 2 hands to use it, kind of, sort of. It's a method to it. It's weird. So that's why I was asking. You never know what's going to come out of these chops or what we're going to talk about on here. Sometimes it's not all lifting related, but it is what it is. Next question, please. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sean Deal. Got the Viper too. Thank you, John Ellick. I'm almost as awesome as Ryan now. I do not use the trapdoor.
That's right.
Okay.
Viper 2, Sean Deal. That means that's the green one, if I'm not mistaken. That is a good shirt. It is one of my favorites. I think Alec's going to be doing a 4-ply Viper 2 and a Viper 2 with a layer of Viper 3 in it, too. He's got all kinds of conglomerations coming for shirts, and they work awesome.
Very cool. Ryan, do you recommend touching in prep? I've yet to get a touch in the SDP. I took 750 today with reverse bands like you recommended and just barely touched the one board. About 650 to a one board.
Back in the day, I did not touch in prep because the SDP had so much flex in the shirt. I knew what it took to touch. Now with today's SDP, the material will stretch a tad when you break it in, but then it stops. So you need to know where to have the neckline, where to have the sleeve, the tricep support area on that sleeve. So you kind of got to know what weight will touch, and because last thing you want to do is come down to a half board and hover, and that's a bad thing. So in today's new SDP shirts, I don't recommend not touching in training, but I definitely would touch your opener, and you know, usually something like an opener, you could do a one board press with it and then a full range press with it, and kind of, I mean, or vice versa. I mean, you definitely want to touch in those shirts if it's the SDP. It's because I wore one in 2014, and it takes a little finagling to get it set correctly, and you definitely want to touch. And then, like I said, after you touch in your opener, then you can say, okay, that's 750 touches right there. And then what I do is usually the neck comes scooped already, usually in those super duper phenoms. So then I find that tricep support line behind your tricep, and I pull it down about a ½ inch, and that you better take a 50 or 60 pound jump when you move that tricep support line down, because now it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. That's how I did it.
CJ Morgani, don't feel bad about the stomach. I'm always running upstairs between squat and dead sets. Hard bracing and pre get to you sometimes. I know.
Pre-workout makes you poop?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't take pre-workout, so.
I didn't have. I think the stack. I did take stacker because I was like really, really tired, and I was like falling asleep, and so I took.
Stackers will rip up your guts.
Because I took one, and I was still falling asleep, so I took another, and I was still falling asleep. So I took another, and I took my energy pills, and so I'm thinking that that's had something to do with it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was embarrassing. Like the weight felt really easy. Like my main focus was literally like.
Well, how many times were you farting in the gym? Because I was over with Ryan Hines. We were squatting next to you, and you already had your one incident when I was behind you squatting. So then, like 15 minutes later, we were over by the leg press, which is about 10 feet to where you were squatting, and he asked me if I ripped ass, and I said no.
It was me.
And I was wearing some Calvin Klein cologne.
I was only doing it when I was squatting.
Yeah, I always wear cologne to the gym in case I do have to do it. Then I do the waving technique, because I'm like a walking incense. But very rarely I do that because I am a gentleman. Next question, please.
Oh, please. I remember posting a video where I was trying to squat and you're in the background, like you're spotting me and ripping ass.
That's on a Sunday.
You're like
my day off.
five reps. You're like every set. It was like.
Yeah. Well, Saturday's a cheat night and Sunday is a free for all.
And you weren't even squatting.
No.
You were just spotting. Like.
Move on. People don't want to hear about your ass.
Hey, there was.
Or mine
was
either.
Telling me not to feel bad.
Okay.
It happens
Don't feel bad.
to everybody.
Right. Hey, Derek Kaiser has something.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you for your empathy.
Derek Kaiser has something to say.
Try cupping for lower back.
You got to go to like Jen or those people that do the cupping technique.
Does that work in an area that's like not
low blood supply? I don't know, but you have those little suction cup marks. Yeah. I'm all for cryotherapy. Is another. I don't know.
I know. I need to go.
Hey, I say try it all. If you throw out enough lines, one of them's gonna work.
Yeah. I know. I should go see Miguel and get some of that. Get work done. I know. I need to.
James Leach.
I'm gonna wear the Viper V1 banded shirt.
Now, is the Viper V1? Is that the like gray one that he has on his website? The original? That's what I saw. That's what John Ellick threw on me at the Arnold last year, was that gray one, and I think it was the Viper V1. Great shirt too. Awesome. All the band shirts are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some work better than others in little ways, but they all lift a lot more weight than any other shirt out there. Normal shirt, old school shirt.
Very cool. Also, Ryan, do you bring your head up on the bench? I was listening to another podcast, and Eric Stone mentioned bringing the head up. You lose your arch. I've never thought of it that way.
There's a couple things. When you have a shirt on and the compression is extreme. In fact, I was just watching. I was watching one of my old school benches. Oh, it was 1,000 or something. And I come down on my phenom, and my head comes up. But I don't let my torso and my base follow. Head can come up, but you don't want to drop that onto your shoulder blades. That's a no-no. There's very few people that can actually raise their head and from the side they maintain their arch and they don't roll flat on their shoulder blades. Sometimes the pressure gets so extreme. You actually want to do the total opposite. Head back, chest up. But in case you don't get that cue, then you're probably going to come down and the head's going to come up because of the pressure that's occurring in your brain. And just don't flatten on your shoulder blades, because if head comes up and you flatten on those blades, now you're down here to start. Now the only way to get back in that decline position is to shove the bar back and trying to get in that decline, and then you're going to be in a mess because you just shot the bar back. I rarely see people take the bar, come out flat on their shoulder blades, and then push from a straight line there, because there's no power there. You're flat on your back. So try to keep when your handoff guy hands you out the weight, and as you descend with the bar, have him say head back, chest up. So when you're coming down, you pull your head back, and that brings that chest up the whole time. You have to hear it to do it, because you will not be thinking it at 99 percentile of your 1 rep maximum. Next question, please. Or I'll put these dirty underwear over your head.
They're dirty?
No, they're clean.
You
I got.
didn't take clean ones down here?
They're washed. I pulled them out of my dresser.
They better be.
No, I squatted in them tonight.
No, they don't smell like ass.
Okay.
So
Next question.
they must be clean, because
Okay.
they would smell disgusting.
Bruce Mason.
Bruce Mason, thanks for the love as always.
You're welcome.
I do love my floor press with the single ply version of Pharrell's Widowmaker. I normally go raw grip and not competition grip.
Okay.
J hooks help until my handoff guy is back.
J hooks. Yeah, those are nice. Where do you get those at? That's what we need.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Because they're like monolift hooks. Once you pick it up, they fall back.
That's pretty cool.
Well, we got to tell the guys at the gym we need to order some of those.
On the wish list. Add
Well,
that to the wish
they're
list.
buying everything else there.
I heard we're getting a glute ham tomorrow, a new glute ham developer tomorrow.
I heard a lot of
ours
things.
is like broken. Cody said it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I
so
believe
I'm
it when I
hoping.
see it.
I'm optimistic because the one we have is it's just gotten a lot of like it was nice.
It's
in
worn
its
out.
day, but it's
Yeah.
worn out. Yeah, like you try to adjust it and it's like
Right.
Try it, you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Derek Spencer.
What's up, Benchmonster?
What's up, Derek
fam?
Spencer?
What is up, Derek Spencer? How are you, sir? Thank you for joining us. Glad you're here. 1 rep max. Ugh, 15 minutes late. Ha. What did I miss?
Not much.
Nothing. Just my videos. Which
Yeah.
he puts those first, because
And some talk about
There we go.
a trap door. You didn't miss nothing.
yeah, nothing too exciting.
Cody Plum. What up, Cody Plum?
You're supposed to say, "Oh, your videos are awesome. We love seeing those."
Well,
That's
that's you. Your videos. I just talked about underwear.
know, you
Yeah,
did.
I got nothing to say.
I know. Cody Plum, what's up, Bench family? Hello, Cody. We're glad you're joining us. Glad you made it. Hope your week is going well. 1 rep max. Anyways, how was your week, BMTV fam? And how's mom? Our week was pretty good.
Mom's doing good.
We did talk to mom.
Talked
just
to
the
mom
other
the other day,
day
and doing well,
in
and
really good spirits.
good spirits, and what would you say? 88% back.
Um,
I
she seems like she's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And she was by herself. Like
yeah.
your sister was at work.
Yeah,
And,
yep.
and she seemed to be doing okay. And
Lot
she's
better-
not happy with the home physical therapy people. That
No.
sounds like they're jerks and weren't very nice. I hear like when they come to your house, they're a lot worse.
They're
Like,
assholes.
because there's no. I mean, it's just them.
I don't know
and
if
the
it's a-
patient, and like they hear they try to get away with things that they
Well,
wouldn't if they were.
let me be
actually-
there when they're there, and then we'll get away with nothing.
I know.
Okay.
That's why, like, it's a good idea to have somebody else there, because if it's just the patient, a lot of times. they
Yeah.
won't.
I understand.
But anyway, so she's dumping those people, and she's gonna go to an outpatient place to do her physical therapy, because we can't have her not doing it because she
No.
doesn't want those people to come.
Yeah.
She's
you
gotta.
still have to get the work
She's gotta
done.
get that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she dumped those jerks, and she's gonna go. She'll probably get better care at at a facility,
Right.
anyways. So.
I agree.
But she's doing good. Thank you for asking. Like I said, she was in really good spirits, and she's tough, and she's
Tough, yeah.
positive and optimistic and willing to get the work done. So she's improving.
It's like a cat
There's
show.
banging
Yeah, somebody's up there.
upstairs.
Next question.
I don't think we're gonna want to see what's going on up there. Where was I?
James Leach.
James Leach, thanks for showing my video. I had the whole family watching.
You're welcome, James.
Yes, it was very cool. Very nice work. Very impressive. Cody Plum, I just got done squatting. Did I miss the videos? I think you came in time to at least see him. You missed you missed mine and some of our lifter spotlights. Like
Yeah.
we had Mendelson and we had Bruce
Derek
Mason
Kaiser,
and
Wes
Derek
McCormick.
and Wes
Yeah.
McCormick and James Leach and.
Hey, it's not like it can't be watched again, though.
But yep,
Yeah.
you know, you can go back and watch the beginning later. We're just glad you made it. Glad you're here.
Bruce Mason.
Bruce Mason. I went with your suggestion and got a cuff, but instead bought the insert elbow sleeves, and I can tighten and loosen them where I want the pressure. As I go, pressure above the elbow allowed me to push much more.
Are those the ones with the little Velcro straps on them?
Sounds kind of like that.
I mean, those. I don't know. I don't know, but are those? I don't know. Are those knee sleeves? There's something. They had little straps, little Velcro things.
It's kind of what I was
I have to look at
picturing.
them.
I bet they are.
I'm sure they work just the same.
Because that makes sense. That he would be able to adjust
Yeah.
the pressure wherever he wanted. If
Oh, that's cool. They're adjustable.
That is really cool. 1 rep max. By the way, my gym finally got a monolift. Can I send a video later for the show?
Yes, you may.
Of course, and we'll have it on next week's show.
Cody T has a
Cody
question.
T, how much could Gene Richlack bench raw?
You know, I don't have the answer to that.
You don't?
I do not. You know, I never walked up to him, and nor did I care. I didn't walk up to Gene when I saw him, and I said, "Gene, how much can you bench raw?" All I know was he was first man to do 9 and 1,000. Probably, you know, probably between 500 and 600, I would assume. You know, I don't think he specifically tried to be a raw bencher. I think he, you know, got in the shirt at some point, and I don't think, who knows? Maybe he does like I do. Maybe he went to like 600 raw off a 3-board or something, and then got in his phenom and I don't know. I'm just guesstimating that we was between 500 and 600. So that's what I will say. I do not know.
Rob Morris, best wishes to mother of the Benchmonster.
Thank you.
Last week I understood Tiny to say that training with a band is not a great way to prep for leaving a band, for learning a band shirt. Do you agree? If so, can you discuss it?
I disagree because
Did he say that?
I don't know. Because that's what I tell people before they get in a band shirt to understand, you know, I mean, it's the same concept. It's a band made into a shirt. So obviously if you put a band on, especially like a heavy duty one, like a Dark Side Atlas or something, when you bring the weight down, you force your elbows out against that material. So it's the same concept that applies to some of these shirts, the way they're cut. So I think it can kind of help, to be honest with you, but what do I know? A lot of my guys, you know, before they got into the band shirt, they used the Atlas or the Bumblebee or the Dark Side Nemesis, and they got a feel for those, how to stretch that material across their body. So because you know you don't tuck your elbows at all. So I just think it's a great way to teach the same concept of a band shirt, but to each their own.
Rob Morris, love the show. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the kind words. Paul Loffer, are you guys going to the meet? If so, do you want to hit a buffet or steakhouse?
You know, I think he's referring to Tiny's, and I'm going to have to say no.
I know.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
I wish we were going, but
Hey, you know what? It will
not
not be
gonna
the
make
first,
this year.
and hopefully it won't be the last.
I mean, it won't be the last, but it is the first.
Well, yeah, it won't be the last. Maybe next year we'll have another Tiny Meeker meet. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes well, gets good
hopefully cards will
publicity,
follow better.
and it might be an annual thing.
That would be cool.
I mean, like the Mendelssohn Classic, like the Bench Bash for Cash. I mean, it can be done again. It just doesn't have to be the last one.
Hopefully not.
And Tiny's good at
Hopefully-
putting on meat, so.
Hopefully it'll go really smoothly and
And then maybe one day he can have it at the Arnold on the big stage.
that'd be cool.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Alex Estrada.
Do you know, Ryan, do you know which shirt Mendelssohn is competing in?
Well, we showed a video of him tonight, and he's in the Rob Farrell custom shirt. So I'd say Rob Farrell, F8 custom. This one. F.
Is it GGF? Is it normal to have a sore mid-back, lower lats after benching?
Mid back from arching, yes, and lats, yes, because you're engaging your lats, so that's very common. That means you're doing something correctly. especially in the arch. You know, a lot of the times the worst pain I had the next day after doing a 1,000-pound bench over and over again in training was having a sore lower lumbar and back, because I contorted my torso so greatly that it really put a lot of wear and tear on the back, which wasn't good in the long run. Look at me now, you know. So, but definitely the lats are important. That you're getting sore there. That means you're utilizing them, which is good. Cody Plum.
Ryan, I want you to do a USPA meet with me sometime locally. I will supply the poly shirt, and it will be called the Roger Baker Classic. My buddy Peter Martin will be the promoter. That'd be cool, the Roger Baker Classic.
Yeah, where's it going to be at? I
I
mean,
like it.
yeah, I'm down for that. And I don't think I'd wear a shirt. I think I just go raw.
In honor of Roger.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to step backward in shirts. And I know they don't allow band shirts. And last I checked on that federation, if you have any type of shirt, they tend to hold you a higher standard of judging, and they hold you longer at the bottom. So, probably just raw. Yeah, not sure what I can do, but and hopefully it would be somewhere besides the place where they have them in this town, because I won't step foot in that gym. I won't talk about it anymore. Mr. Elite Entertainment.
Hope you're both well. Ryan, your birthday is coming up. Time goes pretty fast. If there is any advice you could give to the young powerlifters out there, what would it be?
Oh, yeah, I do have a
When
birthday
you're
coming up.
born.
Who's keeping track of that? Young powerlifters. Well, commitment for one. I mean, if you're going to do this, you got to commit yourself 110%. Can't half-ass it. Eating, sleeping, training, supplementation, technique. Maxify all those, and avoid injury. Train properly. Lift smart. Listen to your body, and align yourself with people that share the same passion. Don't get some half-ass training partner that works out with you for a week and then takes the weekends off to go snort meth. And I had that. Troy. Yeah, worthless. I mean, you got to weed out people and find the people that share the same passion as you, because you can't really do it by yourself. So if you're a young powerlifter, form a powerlifting crew. Make the training fun. Hire on a trainer. Get a specific type of powerlifting program, and hopefully get bands and chains involved if you're advanced enough in the game a little bit, because that always makes it fun, innovative, and different than training with conventional archaic bar weight, even though bar weight needs to be used, I mean, obviously in the beginning, but yeah, it's definitely what are you pointing at?
I just want to scroll up because somebody's saying we missed a question and I don't see his.
Well, when we get to that part, we'll worry about it
Alright.
later. You interrupted what I was saying.
Sorry.
That was my advice to the young powerlifters. And because I looking back on it, you know, training partners are a problem. I didn't know how to eat. I didn't know how to, you know, all these things, how to do things properly. But you know, that's where I come in now, having all these years of knowledge, and I know what it takes. And those are some of the things that, especially technique. I mean, people lift with sloppy technique, they get hurt. That's why I always say, you know, there's a pyramid. There's eating, sleeping, training pyramid, but you know, you got to supplement correctly. You know, you got to take the right creatine, glutamine, good multivitamins, fish oils, those things of that nature, and sleeping, training, supplementation, and technique, man, and make it fun, man. Build a powerlifting crew. I mean, that's what I tell people to do.
One rep max. Glad Mama Benchmonster is doing better. Keep us posted. We will. Thank you.
Thank you.
For asking about her. Cody Plum. Ryan, I moved my foot position for my bench inspired by watching your videos. Among other technical cues I've learned from you, and I hit a 33-pound PR Saturday
Whoa.
in a meet, 551. Nice.
Way to go, Cody.
Congratulations.
Wow. I don't know what, I don't know where your feet were or where you took them, but it's those little technical things that you make changes in that make a huge difference. And the proof's in the pudding right there. Awesome. And I'm pretty sure that was in the Bolt shirt. The Bolt.
Maybe.
Ins or
yeah,
bolts?
I think so.
Or
wasn't that what it was?
yeah, Rage X, not sure. We got to get you into a band shirt, Cody, because yeah, if you got a 551, you'll have an 851 in the band shirt. So just saying.
Might be fun to play in, huh? Bruce Mason, I hope Tiny's meet is annual. I'd like to be in the lineup next year. Have a few fun things planned this year.
I hope so too.
I hope it is too. I think it'll go well, and hopefully it'll be a annual thing. Speaking of which, Tiny's our next question or
Tiny.
comment. Hello to you both. You will be greatly missed, but I completely understand. Strong prayers continue. Love you both. Be safe and be strong.
Thank you, Tiny.
We love you too, and we're gonna miss it. I know it's gonna be awesome, and I really wish we were gonna be there, and hopefully another time. Hopefully, I'm sure you guys will have a blast, and we wish everybody good luck and a good time.
Yeah, because it sucks because it's that
thinking about you.
it's
definitely.
that type of environment that brings out the best in who we are when some last I can relate it to is going to the Arnold. Where the best of the best were invited, and we all went on stage. At the time it was Mike Wolf, Latimer, myself, Clay Brandenburg, people of that nature, and we all were the best. And it was a different. It wasn't like going to a little backyard meet where you're like you're so good that you're a guest lifter. You don't compete against anybody else, but you go to a meet like that where you have the best of the best. It's like the ultimate, like the UFC. So it's a cool thing to see. And hopefully we'll do it again. Definitely.
Hope so.
All right. Thank you, Tiny.
Yes, thank you, Tiny. Mr. Elite Entertainment. If Julius Maddox was to switch to benching shirted, what numbers would you imagine him hitting in a shirt with the appropriate training?
With an 800 base, and honestly, if he trained in it, acclimated himself, learned the shirt, he's got to get his body used to, 1,000. I don't know if he's had 1,000 in his hands before, bench wise. 1,100, 12. I think he's got the bone structure and body weight and just the whole package to do. Yeah, realistic. 1,500. Definitely. 1,200 bench. I mean, at the low end. Definitely. I mean, we're seeing guys now, 1,100, and they're going to be creeping up on 1,200 themselves. So I see him like a 12 to 1,300 pound human being benching that much. He could do it. I don't know if that's going to interest him to do something like that after he benches 800 raw. I don't know what his plans in life are. I would assume that he likes to make money, and I'm
the world record.
Yeah, he might
shirted and raw. It'd be cool.
Shirted and raw. Never thought about that.
The first person to ever do it.
Hard to say. Never say never. I mean, anything can happen, but definitely, it would remain to be seen. I mean, I just.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, a lot of weight, man. I mean, we can all throw out numbers, but it'd be amazing to see.
Yeah, it would be.
Cody Plum here says something about the meat we're talking about.
The meat will be wherever we pick it to be.
Okay, cool.
To think about.
Okay, Raw Strength Society says.
So roll up and see.
You
guys missed my question.
Raw Strength Society. What's his logo look like? Okay,
We're sorry, but I don't think it didn't show up on our end. We're looking back right now, and
I don't see anything Raw Strength Society.
Nowhere, so we might have to ask it again because it didn't show up on our end.
Yeah, Raw Strength Society.
Really hard
you're not. Your question didn't show up, so
yeah. So we might.
Please try posting it again.
Cody
Believe me,
Plum.
we don't skip questions.
No, I try really hard not to. I know I probably have in the past, but we just scrolled back and I still
I don't see anybody
seeing it. So we're sorry, and we might need you to post that again.
He's got a question right below Cody Plum.
Oh, maybe that's okay. He might ask it again. So Cody Plum, that's my whole mission, to oppose that gym we don't want to go to.
Yeah, and you know what gym I'm talking about, Cody. We hung out there for a minute, and I don't care for that gym or that owner one bit.
Not anymore.
Raw Strength Society.
Ordered the Callus bench band. Colossus, sorry. Colossus bench
Calloused?
I can't read over it.
Okay.
My eyes are getting old. Noticed it's very restricting. It's the big orange band. Yep. Any advice?
Oh, absolutely. I have the shirt, and when I first put it on, it was intimidating. I had to send it back because it was a 2X size, and I got a 3X size. But I can tell you this. The more you use it, it will loosen up a little bit, and it will become a little bit more pliable. So if you have a video you could send me of you in it, lifting in it, maybe, I don't know what size you have. Is it an XL, a double XL? What's your body weight? Because I know he gauges the triple XL Viper 3 for guys that weigh 300 plus, 2XL for guys that are in the 280 range, or somewhere in there. So it's definitely it's very restricting, but you got to work it. You got to pass it around to your buddies and let lighter guys use it. Somebody that can put a little bit of flex on it beside you. And once you kind of break that stuff in, it gets a little easier, because it was intimidating when I first put it on. Now it's like it's starting to get a little bit more flexible, a little easier to work with. So don't give up on it the first workout. If you're awake, you know where we were.
My friend Peter Martin actually asked me this weekend to ask you if you would compete in one of his meets. They had good judging last weekend. He is the main promoter in Oregon.
USPA guy, I'm assuming, in Oregon. Huh. Yeah, you know, I don't really like Steve Dennison myself, or that federation really, because you can't wear these underwear. Just so happen to have some spandex underwear here, because this adds to your bench press on the USPA. These things right here, you get them at Walmart, I guess. They're spandex, and if you wear these, your bench press will be voided, because this adds how much to the bench according to USPA? Spandex underwear.
Stupid.
Fucking stupid. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't own any tidy whities and never will, so I guess I have to go raw. Singlet with no ruse underneath. That's gonna be great. Okay. Well, we'll figure out a way. We'll make something happen. But there is a meet in July, the weekend after 4th of July. We're kind of thinking about moseying down to APF meet, but it's not set in stone yet. So some kinks that have to be worked out. Next question.
Remy Shirley.
No, Cody Plum used the Ray Jex, he said. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Remy Shirley. They are skipping questions.
Yeah, but between the two, we catch it.
Yeah, I caught it.
And we went back and still never saw it.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. That was not. Sorry. Remy Shirley, hell, if we put Julius in a shirt, that would be nuts. What about Eric Spoto? Get Spoto on the show, please.
I have Spoto's phone number. I don't know if it's his current phone number, but I know Stan Efferdine has a way to get a hold of him, and I know he's retired. And the last we were at the LA Fit Expo in 2016, and Efferdine was there, and I walked up and I said, "Where's?" So I wanted to meet Eric Spoto, and he told me that Eric had that surgery, rotator cuff, got it fixed, and he said when he benched, got up to 600, anything over that scared him to death. So. But he's got a lot of training stuff. They'd be a guy to have on. I'll reach out to Stan Efferdine and see if my phone number I have, and get him in contact and see if we can't get Eric Spoto on, because I've never met him. Talked to him on Facebook once, and boy, I got a lot of questions to ask. How he trains, yeah, on and on and on. One rep max.
One rep max. One rep max. By the way, I also had my meet last Sunday. I bombed out USPA thing, LOL, but I still had a blast and felt strong. Haha, so can't complain. Made video on TikTok. Want me to send as well. Haha, thanks for your blessing.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, go.
Email it to me or send it.
Send it. We'll check it out.
Send it to me on TikTok, I guess. Maybe I'll look at it on there.
Check it out. Definitely send it.
Howard Weingarten.
Ryan, when you bench and the bar comes down to the chest and you start to press, what do you do with your lower body to start the bench in a band shirt? Also, did you get my video?
Did you send me one, Howard? Because I did not get one in my email. And this is my email. I think I saw some of your lifting on Facebook, but I did not get anything emailed to me. What do I do with my lower body to start the band shirt? Well, it's just like any shirt. Basically, I engage my feet, obviously, and when I push the bar off my chest, I try to, where my feet are now is with my back being as bad as it is, I can't tuck them completely under anymore, so they're more down and to the side and a little to the front, kind of like Halbert used to bench a little bit. So I'm basically pushing down and trying to slide the floor forward and myself towards the handoff guy. And that's how it's like 40% of leg drive on the way down. And then once I get the press command, I'm pushing with everything I got in my legs to get that bar going. So that's how I do it with my lower body. Because it's a band shirt doesn't make the benching any different really, except for the fact that it comes off the bar comes off pretty fast. A lot faster than it does in a normal shirt. Usually you have a pop and then you have a little bit of a grind at the top in a regular bench shirt. But these band shirts, they seem to carry the weight all the way to the top, which is really cool. Cody Plum.
Cody Plum, I hear you on the underwear. It's retarded.
Yeah.
It
I like to think it's still not a rule, but it sounds like it is.
I also have the Viper, Howard Weingarten. I also have the Viper shirt, and you can stretch it in the mono lift if you can't get anyone to help, and it works well.
Yeah. You know, I used to stretch sleeves out by putting bars in between the shirt sleeves and weights on one end and stretching it out that way, because a lot of people put footballs and inflate them inside the sleeve. But I'm kind of all about let other people wear my shirt on the team. That may not be my size, but they can wear it, smaller individuals, and they can stretch the material a little bit. They can work it a little bit and warm it up for me, per se. So,
Tiny Meeker, I get 60 pounds out of my spandex underwear. That's why I bombed at every USPA meet.
well, you got to wear 2 spandex underwears. That's the ticket in USPA. You got to at least wear 2.
You're not supposed to wear spandex.
I know, but one gives you X amount of weight. If you wear two pairs of these underwear, you get twice as much
And you'll
power
get-
in your bench.
You'll get voided. Your bench won't
They
count.
need to be voided.
I know. Cody Plum, LOL, we don't have a lot of options up here.
No, we don't.
For real, unfortunately.
It's gotten worse.
I know.
Times are tough.
I know. Remy Shirley got where Saks boys adds hundreds of pounds to my bench. I was able to lift some big dirty women while wearing.
Nothing wrong with that, Remy. Big dirty women. Are those 4x4x4s? We know what those are, right? We always talked about that
4
earlier.
feet wide by 4 feet tall by 4 feet.
Well, it could be 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 400 pounds, or it could be 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall with 4 teeth in their mouth. It just depends on what you like. Next question, please. I know. They're out there, though. There's someone for everybody.
Jeff B, what's your favorite meal at Bob's Burger? LOL, I saw you in there the other day looking huge, bench monster.
Well, when it's a free-for-all, I get the Bonanza burger.
The other day you got steak.
I got steak salad the other day because, I don't know. Hey, it is my birthday. We'll probably go there on March 23rd.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah, I need a Bonanza burger. Steak fries, ranch, and fry sauce to dip it in. Lots of water, lots of napkins. And yeah, I think about getting down, having a calorie fest at Bob's. There you go.
Cody Plum, thanks also Tiny for looking at my bench and the advice. I'll keep working on my speed coming down.
Awesome.
Very nice.
We all help each other here.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know everything. I know a little bit. But there's other people on here that know the things too. We all share knowledge.
Share knowledge and information.
Yes.
For sure.
That's what it's about here.
We're a family. Alex Estrada, Ryan, after you hit 800, how did you get to 900 and 1,000 before you or Mendelson?
Well, I hit 900 because of Louis Simmons. Oh, no, 800. What does he want to know again? When you hit 900, how did I get to 900? Well, the bench shirt changed. You know, I was wearing a denim at the time, and then Inzer came out with the Rage X, and I didn't want to change. But then when Inzer came out with that Rage X right after I did the 800, all of a sudden a gate opened up, and like everybody was hitting 800. And I was like, fuck, I got to get a Rage X. And when I first got it, I had a problem touching. Didn't understand the shirt. It was a little different than denim, but I ended up figuring it out. It took me a year and a half to do it. And then I benched 900 in it. And then, is there more part to that question? And then 1,000 came, because I saw Rich Lack do 1,000, or 900 and 1,000 in a Phenom. And I was like, I need to learn how to use a Phenom. And that was a whole nother learning curve. So once I figured out that Phenom, it was game over. You know, I took it to a whole new level, and now the band shirts are here. So, are you gonna play on your phone or ask these questions, please?
Phone, yeah.
You don't play on your phone during live TV. Nobody wants to see you play on your phone.
Howard Weingarten, I thought I sent you a squat video, maybe not. I have a bench in the Viper I'll send you.
Yeah, please send it to my email, please.
Bulk
Or-
swollen.
Unless you send it to me on Facebook Messenger. Sometimes I don't get all those. I don't really check them a lot. So email is the best way. Bulk swollen?
Opinion on static holds with heavy weight for increasing bench.
I don't like them.
Bye.
I'm going to throw that mother effing phone out the door.
Just answer the man's question.
Well, don't play on your phone.
Sake.
Static holds on. I don't like them. Insert told me that Gene Richlack was doing static holds with 900, and I needed to do them. This is when Gene benched 900, I believe, and so I went to the gym, and first thing I did was walk into the rack, and I static held 900 a couple times for like 15 seconds, and the rest of my workout sucked because it wiped me out. I couldn't press anything, and it was horrible. So I was like, okay, the next workout I come in, I'll do my workout, and then I'll do static holds. Well, I did my workout, had a great workout, and then I went to static hold, and I couldn't get 900 off the pins. My advice, I don't like static holds. What I like is what Tiny does and what Wes McCormick was doing tonight on video, and that's a reverse band press in the rack is the best way to static hold it at the top if you want, but then you also have the ability to lower it, handle it, move it in one way, shape, or form, and it's a good way to acclimate yourself to holding and handling and moving big weight. I am not a big fan of static holds. Some people may be, I am not.
One rep max. Yeah, the underwear rule is retarded. Haha, they legit sent me to Walmart because mine had legs. I asked if I can go commando. He looked at me like I had two heads. You can go commando. I always go commando.
Oh my God, they sent you to Walmart. They do. I just, yeah. I don't want to
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't want to get started on it because I'll say bad words and then nobody will like me. Let's continue on. One rep max.
Speaking of nobody liking you, Nathan Brandhorst.
Well, figure it out when he arrives.
Well, I don't know if we spoke. Okay, anyways. One rep max. Laughing my ass off. Yes, the 4x4s. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, 4x4x4s. Everybody knows it now.
Remy, surely you guys see the Devon Larat versus Matthew Todd arm wrestling match.
You know, I saw that. I watched it for a half second, but I really didn't know. It didn't tickle me with a feather, so I didn't watch all of it. But I did see it.
Nathan Brandhorst, do you miss me talking shit to you every day?
Yes.
Are you going to be upset when I outbench you in 6 weeks?
No, because that won't happen. I could be on my deathbed and outbench Nathan Brandonhorst. It's not that hard. He's a great squat person and a deadlifter. So bencher for his age and weight and where he's at in life.
500.
Dude, I got people that do 500 that trained for 6 weeks with me now. Okay, let's move on.
In competition?
Jim, put up 500. Same thing. Now we're in band shirts. We're going to another level. 500 is a thing of the past. People put on band shirts do 900 to 1,100 pounds now. So I've seen it.
Sure. No phones unless it's Louis Simmons, right?
Yeah.
It is Louis Simmons. We're texting.
Yeah. When you're in the gym or on the
Texting back and
show,
forth.
you don't get on the phone unless you're texting Louis Simmons.
Louis.
What do
And
Louis
he
have to say?
says To tell you to stop saying stupid shit.
No, you don't have Louis' phone number, and no, you're not texting Louis
That's
Simmons.
over Facebook.
No, you're not. You're lying through your teeth.
Tiny
Tiny.
Meeker, I don't do static
See?
holds.
Yeah.
Nathan Brandhorst, what's something you could bring back to powerlifting that was unique in your era?
For powerlifting federations only. Yeah, this whole thing with this federation, that federation, this.
80 million.
Yeah, I just like 4: APF, WPO. I didn't lift in USAPL or what's the other one? USPA wasn't even around. It was WABDL was around. That was kind of like your minor league, kind of where you start. It's where I started. But then you went to the APF, the WPO, and there were some other ones. But you just you had a handful, and now you have 5-gallon buckets full of federations. So that's what I wish. Yeah.
One rep max. Let her be on her phone. Thank you. She's probably defending your honor in the TikTok comments.
Well, that's a full-time job to do that in the TikTok comments. I don't even read them anymore.
Thank you, One Rep Max.
I don't even read them anymore. They pick me apart with whatever I do. So I actually do hashtag TikTok twigs hoping they see it. I'm gonna do like a live video for them sometime, just to let them know that they are my biggest fans. As much as they hate me, they actually love me. So, because I'm going to the TikTok convention, and it's gonna be hell on earth when I get there, if they ever have one. I want all of them there.
Books will again recommended bench grip for overall development.
Shoulder width. I mean, not, and that depends on everybody. I mean, close grip builds triceps. Close grip bench will build a wide grip bench. Super wide bench is not suitable to build. I always my best grip was actually middle finger on the ring, but that's because of how wide I am and how I'm built. You may not be. You might have different limb lengths and torso lengths and so on and so forth. So you got to find that happy medium where you get a wide variety of chest, shoulder, and pectoral development. And I remember when I did a lot of benching with the finger right on the ring. I had pectorals you could put a wine glass on, but not anymore. Now I do so much close grip, and it's I've underdeveloped my chest. So I need to start doing that again. That's kind of why we did the 225 for rep thing back recently. We're going to be doing more of that.
Howard Weingarten, only use the phone when it's bench mom or Louie in that order right during the show.
Yeah.
This
This is a no-no.
People.
Before we start, I say cell phones off. And we don't listen over here, obviously. And that goes for in the gym, too. I don't bring my cell phone to the gym. I'm not there to talk to anybody. And if I was, it would be to Louis Simmons only. And so when I go to the gym and people are running over in between sets, playing on their phone, Benchmonster doesn't go for that. Because if you're not texting Louis Simmons or have him on the phone, then you get the fuck off your phone and leave it at home. There's nothing, you don't need it in the gym. All the knowledge is right here when you come and train with me. You don't need to look up anything on the internet. In fact, we got somebody on our team that is actually a walking Google, and he's pretty smart. Yeah. So we ask questions of that guy. He's got like an IQ of 188, and that's on one side.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike Lupacek, and he's like a walking Google. So
very smart.
Yeah, very smart individual.
Smartest guy.
So, but nobody, you don't need your cell phone at the gym. We're not taking selfies. Only time I don't bring a cell phone. I bring a camera.
It's important to bring your video. Yeah.
Yeah.
See your form.
I bring my camcorder, or where's my new setup? Is it out here? I just picked up a Sony A7C and a Roland SC RSC version 2, and we're going to be doing some one-on-one instructional stuff in the gym, posting it online, so I'll be using the gimbal and that new camera. So might even do some vlogging. You might see us walking around doing some vlogging. You down for that?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. So you might get to know us when we go to like Costco.
Well, that was like part of the original idea.
Yeah.
It was like
before
filming.
COVID hit.
I know.
Before COVID hit, we had great plans to do things, and all of a sudden we were on house arrest 24/7 because of COVID.
But that's also part of why we started, was because we had all the extra time because of COVID.
And then because of COVID started, we started
But we
the
had
show.
been talking about it before.
Yeah.
We had been talking about starting the show.
I don't know if they want to
before
see
COVID.
that much of us, because if they
We
see
were
too
gonna
much of
bring
us,
it
they may
on
not
in.
like us anymore. That can happen. If we give them limited amounts of us, they'll
We're
crave.
better in small doses.
They'll crave, yeah, small doses, yeah, and full. We'll give them full spoonfuls of us, so they can puke us out. We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Look, I mean, I'm bringing underwear on the show. This is
I
for the
know.
USPA right here. This is what gets you banned. You don't bench in these. Horse shit. That's why I hate that federation. Hate it. All right.
Wow, let us know. I'm down.
Cool. All right. Hey, what's next? Dinner time?
Probably about dinner time.
Oh, it's speed bench
If
tomorrow.
nobody has any more questions.
What are we doing
if
tomorrow on
they're
speed bench?
Slowing down in the chat.
Here's the workout. It's Duffalo bar with 2 chains. Slow eccentric, fast explosive on the concentric end. And then we are going to do no repetition method tomorrow on the bench. We'll probably move over to dumbbells. It'll either be, since we did flat dumbbells on Tuesday night, we'll probably do an incline dumbbell, incline barbell, or a decline barbell, decline dumbbell. We will wait and see. And then, of course, we'll pick 2 tricep exercises. I think we're going to do pineapples tomorrow. If anybody, I have nicknames for everything, people, and exercises. Pineapples are basically you put your feet up on one bench, you put your ass on another bench, you put 4 45-pound plates on your lap, you bump your ass off, and you do dips like this on the bench till failure. You take off a 45, failure, off 45, failure, off 45, failure, get down to bodyweight failure, and then you fall on the ground. We do 2 sets like that. So that'll be 1 tricep exercise tomorrow. And see, I don't think any of them are watching the show, so they won't know what's coming. Usually I make this stuff up as I'm driving to the gym. I got a 2-minute drive to the gym, and as I'm driving there, I come up with the tricep exercises based off a tricep exercise list of 45 exercises, and pineapples haven't been done in a while. And I believe also the week after you may see some speed bench on decline. We're going to switch the angle also, and we'll probably be doing floor press for speed bench also, and floor press with the Widowmaker like Bruce Mason was doing with a slingshot. That looks fun. Cole mentioned those also. Another exercise that nobody does anymore that Westside did back in the day was carpet press. You know, you get a 4-foot chunk of carpet, roll it up, put duct tape around it, and then you bring the bar down onto the carpet, and the carpet has somewhat give to it, so that's going to give to the carpet a little bit, and then you bench press out of that. I just got to find a chunk of carpet. You don't see that done. You see a lot of board pressing, very similar to a foam press, kind of. I know Kolb has a big board with a chunk of foam on it, but with the carpet press, you know, it gives somewhat, but it's not like a board press where it takes all the blunt of the eccentric barbell. So we'll have to wait and see. Always like to keep it fun, keep it different, and make sure that my guys are making gains. And because when they're not, then it reflects upon me. So I like to make sure that they stay healthy and that they're training in areas of their weaknesses, which is it's not a bad word in lifting. Everybody has strong points and weak points, and you know, I gotta find, like, where is this guy weak at? Is it technique? Why where is this guy? So it's kind of a full-time job because everybody has special strengths and special weaknesses, and I have to exploit them and attack those areas and make sure that their bench presses are moving up. That's my job I'm not really a coach. I'm just like the leader of this gang of powerlifting disciples, the bench press crew, and the Benchmonster crew. And we have Benchmonster TV. So, hey, that being said, it's been fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah, Ashley needs to get some better quality videos next week, and
I gotta delete more. Like, I haven't been able to do videos because like my memory's been full, and I thought I
we'll fix
deleted
it.
it enough, but it was still popping up with the message that I don't have enough storage. I deleted a bunch of videos.
Well, the quality looked like crap. I'm just saying.
I don't know why it didn't look like that on my phone.
I don't either, and we'll figure it out. Hey, Benchmonster TV family, thank you for joining us this evening. It's been fun and innovative, and I hope you learned something. I learned something about underwear. That was thank you for everybody for pitching in. I don't use the trap door. I just pull them down and drop trowel where I please and piss, and that's how I do it.
It does.
Yeah, it takes one thumb. You know, you don't got to do two hands or fiddle fart around down there, and that might excite me too much. So I have to do it quickly and get out of there because I got things to do. Nobody's watching anymore. Nobody heard that.
There's still some people watching.
Well, it was funny.
Hilarious.
Your sense of humor is it's not hitting tonight.
It's gone, I guess.
It's gone? Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, Miss Ashley Condre of Benchmonster TV. Can we get a bicep pose? You got anything to show? Yeah? Well, she's like 1% body fat. Like she has veins in her abs. I'm trying to get that myself. Video does no justice. It's only 1080p. We got to shoot in 4K. So, yeah.
I was trying.
Okay. Well, like I said.
Trying my best. Go through my posing.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for everybody for joining us. Hopefully we see everybody in next week. And like I say, please send me content, any videos, PRs, gym lifts, squats, deadlifts, overhead press, log press, whatever it is you do in the gym that is cool and innovative and different and whatever weight it may be. It doesn't have to be 1,000 pounds. It could be 135. If that's a PR to you, we will showcase it on the show and we will hype it up, man. That's what it's all about. You know, staying positive and making sure that we educate, inform, and we have a few laughs too once in a while.
Make it fun,
yeah,
positive.
Yeah, positive. And thanks for the shout outs to Mom. I think a lot of this family members here in the Benchmonster TV family have really
great support.
Great support, man. I think it's definitely helped.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's boosted my spirits too to see things get better. You know, in a short amount of time. So it's been a rough couple weeks, but things are getting better.
A couple months. Now.
Man, January 3rd, actually, when this all happened. So is that just time goes?
Months, yeah.
And when's Benchmonster's birthday? March 23rd. 33. Man, I always wanted to be 33.
Liar.
What?
You're a liar.
32. 29. We'll figure it out in a couple weeks.
Nobody's
it's coming up.
buying it, bro.
Yeah, I'm a young man.
Nobody is buying it.
Still got those boyish looks. Oh my God, we gotta go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll do it again next week.
As always, we appreciate you.
Stay safe and be nice to each other, and we'll do it again.